Happy Wednesday, T Squad. It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I am here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Couples Retreat, Season 3, Episode 4 review. So, this episode begins with Fallon and Jalen still trying to make this relationship work. God bless them, Jesus. Despite AJ's suggestion, and AJ's suggestion was most definitely correct, that they need to leave each other the heck alone. Okay? Alone. A lot of you always are asking me about my phone case. I got it from Amazon. It'll be linked on my Amazon storefront. The link to my Amazon storefront is in the description box. Anywho, so that night, first they all went riding horses at a horse stable. That was cute. It was fun. They did some activities. Then that night they had a campfire, and they all talked around the campfire, and AJ brought in a lady by the name of Linda, who is a body language expert. And before the lady Linda comes out, AJ sits and talks to Tiana, and Tiana tells her how Fatboy called her stupid and stuff after she had went through his phone because, some girl had DM'd him. And she starts to cry and stuff because she says she can't believe that he's cheated on her so many times after seeing her cry and be so upset and all of those things. And she says if he continues, she's going to leave. I feel like 60% of her believes that. I don't think that she's 100% ready to leave him. I don't understand why, because like I said, the disrespect of this thing cheating on this girl, like the audacity. You got way too much confidence, sir, to even attempt to cheat on somebody. You need to be happy that anybody even wants you, okay? You need to be thanking Jesus and your lucky stars every morning you wake up that this woman even likes to look at you, let alone glimpse at you. Because every time I look at him, I'm scared at what I see. Not of him, but of what I see, okay? So Fatboy talks to Tony, and he admits that he blows up when she confronts him about his cheating. And Fatboy was like, I just go to 10. And Tony was like, you know why you go to 10? Because you're guilty. Guilty. And he was like, as a man, we read each other, and I don't trust you. Even he don't trust you as another man. And Fatboy was like, I've had a lot of people turn their back on me, so sometimes I don't know how to trust. My fear is she's going to do it too. My own insecurities is blocking me from being a real man. And Tony was like, you just solved your own problem. It's like, bingo, ding, 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 because we all know you ugly. We all know. And I think that a part of him probably is feeling like, I can't believe this girl really, truly likes me, let alone loves me, and really wants to be with me. Like, is she here just because of what I got? But that's the long game. If you marrying somebody and having kids with them, people will do it. Don't get me wrong. So I understand his insecurities or whatever, but that still does not give you the right to then cheat on her and punish her because you're insecure about y'all relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's not right. So like I said, AJ brought in a lady by the name of Linda, who is a body language expert. And they sit down at the campfire, and Linda asks Kendra, how long is she going to hold Jock accountable for something that he did years ago? And I'm like, thank God somebody finally said it, because I'm so sick of this ding-dong doormat of a woman. Oh my God, she likes to pretend like she is so strong and fearless and confident, and I can be by myself. Well, if you can be by yourself, why ain't you out by yourself? Like, you talk a good game, but you really ain't doing nothing. Like I said, Kendra is one of those people who is book smart and life dumb. Oh my God. So Kendra was like, I love him, and Jock, I'm sorry, I'm just dealing with all of my stuff, and shaking her head. And the body language expert was like, girl, while you're saying you love him, this, that, and the third, you shaking your head, you shrugging like, You don't even believe what you're saying right now. Like, you look miserable. He looks miserable. He's sitting there the whole time. I'm like, if y'all don't leave each other alone and just be friends, y'all don't have no kids between y'all, thank God. Give it a clean break. Give it a clean break, because Kendra is annoying. Annoying. Like, I could see if this just happened, but you been knew about this. You been knew about it before you even married him. So at this point, it's your fault, love. Oh my God. So then Apollo takes the hot seat, and Linda peeps that he has to always be in control. And maybe because of the environment that he came up in, him being in and out of jail, like, he always on alert and needs to know what's going to happen and this, that, and the third. But I'm trying to remember, was he like that on Roa? Yeah, he was like that on Atlanta. He did have to be in control of things, but I do feel like there was a part of Apollo that was a little bit more fun. You know what I'm saying? But he did have this like stoic personality even back then. So I don't think this is anything new for him. And I like Shireen. I do, even though she looked like Miss Nikki Baby 20 years from now. I like her. So AJ has Jaylan sit in the hot seat, and she says, Jaylan, you want respect and honor from a woman that told you she can't give it to you. What are you getting out of the relationship when she doesn't respect you? And he says, how is she going to learn how to respect me? She needs somebody to tell her how to teach her how to do it. First of all, what? This lady is 10 years older than you. I think she knows how to respect the person when she wants to. She just does not when it comes to you and other men because of issues that she has. You can't teach her nothing, child. Nothing. So AJ was like, are you healthy enough to do that, to be her teacher? And he was like, no. Exactly. You dealing with your own trauma. You're literally like, he is literally my son's age. Jaylan could literally be my child. And judging by my 23-year-old, nothing about him at this point in his life could be teaching anybody about life, living, respect, anything to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jaylan has stepped into grown man shoes. Yes, technically on paper, he's a grown man, but he really not yet. He really isn't. So, Linda doesn't believe when he says that they're going to walk down the aisle at any point, anytime soon. And I mean, we all know that their relationship was doomed because it's just way too much toxicity, way too many traumas that they need to work on. And Fallon got issues within herself that really need to be tapped into. Like, beautiful girl, beautiful gowns. But up here and in here, woo, it is murky, okay? So, then when Shamari and Ronnie go, Tony asks them, do you feel your sexual chemistry is enough for your marriage to last happily another 10 years? And she was like, yes. And Ronnie was like, I don't think so. And she looked like, excuse you, what you mean by that? This is another couple that until they acknowledge the fact that, in my opinion, I feel like Shamari is a lesbian. I feel like Shamari likes women more than she likes men. I'm just going to keep it a buck. And that's why things in their relationship are not working. Not only is she, I feel like, a lesbian, allegedly, I feel like that she does want to be more in the spotlight and stuff like that. That's why they keep doing these reality shows. It's obvious. She wants the fame. She wants to be back out there in the spotlight. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like her time in the spotlight needs to be sans Ronnie, because I feel like they have grown apart. I feel like she got with him so young and she was trying to figure herself out sexually. That's why they opened up their relationship, this, that, and the third. And I think that when she was with that other woman, it really awakened something in her that she has not been able to let go because she like women. Okay. So, Breezy then confronts AJ for not acknowledging Chris's anxiety during one of the last exercise, and AJ apologized. And Chris feels like AJ pried the smoking situation out of her. But the group pretty much feels like they want to hear Chris speak and not Breezy speak for Chris. And once again, if y'all ain't got no issues, why are y'all here? It's like Breezy is the third therapist. Like, okay, I like her. I like Chris. Chris ain't got a mouth for herself. She looked to Breezy anytime she want to speak. And Breezy has taken the role of protector and man so hard that she don't let this girl be, and I feel like she thinks she know everything. I think that might be the problem. Like, it's cool for right now, but that's gonna be annoying after a while. And once again, why are y'all there? So after celebrating Tiana's birthday, she turned 25. So young. Oh my God, I can't believe that girl married him so young. It's 3:30 in the morning, and Fallon returns to her room, and she's upset because Jaylan doesn't want to spend any alone time with her. Like, she wanted him to come back up to the room and kick it with her, but he wanted to still kick it with, the fellas or whatever. So later on, I believe the next day, she sits down and talks to Chris about it. And Fallon was like, he went from this young kid to being responsible for all these lives, but you chose life with me, a grown woman with all of these kids, and now that you have it, it's like, oh, it's too much. Now, marinate on what I just said, and I'm gonna come back to that. So then we see Jaylan talk to Tony, and he explains how he's taking care of everybody in that household. And he says, that she got mad because he wanted to stay out, and that she texted him saying, I don't think this is going to work. I mean, no, it's not going to work, first of all. But going back to what Fallon said, and I'm going to read it again. He went from being this young kid to being responsible for all these lives, but you chose life with me, a grown woman with all of these kids. And now that you have it, it's like, oh, it's too much. If I was Chris and I was sitting there, I'd be like, listen to what you just said. You literally just said he went from being this young kid being the key word. Kid, girl, you're expecting grown man behavior from a 23-year-old. That is way too much responsibility for any man, okay, to be honest with you, let alone a 23-year-old who really don't even know who he is as a person yet. And he coming in and you're wanting him to take care of not only you and y'all child together, but your kids with other men, plus your sisters. You foul for even expecting that of that boy. You're expecting too much out of this boy. Get up and get your life together and figure out why you keep on having kids and running into man to man to man to build this family that you got in your head. But it ain't gonna never be right until you get it right up in here and in here. You are a grown woman with grown woman issues and things going on. Let that boy go ahead and be the young man that he is and let him figure out who he is as a person. That's way too much for him. And yeah, a 23-year-old would say, I want you, I want this life, and then change his mind because he's 23, Fallon. I don't know where Fallon's head is. Like, girl, get your shit together, okay? Because you sound crazy. Anywho, that's my review of this week's episode of Couples Retreat. I'm going to give last night's episode a C+. It was good. It was cute. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought of last night's episode. Make sure you guys tune into this week's KE Guide, where I break down all of the new television, movies, and documentaries that drop weekly. These videos drop Mondays or at 6 p.m. Central Time. Please tune in, get these views up. I really want to continue to do this series. You know what I'm saying? But I need the views, you guys. I need them. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers this year. So please, please, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay? I love you, chickens. Bye.